Hello and welcome to a review of a Mixel. This one is that one, Infernites Max. Mixels was a LEGO series that ran from, I think, 2014 to 2016. It kind of pioneered these little ball joints, these mini ball joints as they're called. It explored a lot of different ways to use them in these kind of smaller packaged things. The obvious packaged thing. It's a little plastic sleeve. They're originally actually supposed to be in boxes, which is interesting. I've never actually had one of the plastic sleeves to one of these things. So looking at it's kind of interesting the way they advertise this. Series 1, so this is the original Mixel, I guess, from the first wave or whatever. This is not this guy we've got here. This is actually one of the 3 that goes into the big one. I actually only have this one. I don't have the pieces to the other ones or anything. It's just this guy. So it's kind of an interesting way to view the series. You can see in the back here you have the first wave. We've got like fire Mixels, rock Mixels, and like electric ones. It's interesting that they're all based on elements. Yeah, I like the collectible idea of this thing. It's very funny how it's like this sort of like twisted version of Bionicle, sort of. I think that's very cute. The idea comes across, you know, it's more of a Boneheads on Voodoo Island kind of thing compared to how Bionicle shook out. And they made a lot of these. There was, I think, at least 12 different series across many waves, maybe even 16. And I think they're cute enough for what they are. I think they're fun original designs. Back in the day, though, I hated them. The reason that I hated them isn't really for the toy itself. I never owned any, but because it was part of the LEGO Group's, I guess, growing strategy that they seem to constantly do of have a toy, market it with some weird show or cartoon or whatever. And I was just sick of that approach. I was like, really, another LEGO show on Cartoon Network? Because they had the Chima, they had the Ninjago, and it was like, you're not going to fool me twice, let alone 3 times. So I avoided any theme that had a show like that because I was just... You know, like the Ninjago show, I just didn't like it. And I was like, it just kept going. And I was just like, why is this still going, man? Because the shows aren't really about Legos, really. They're about these, you know, the worlds, the characters, which is fine, I guess. But it's like, I don't know. I want it to be about Legos. I like Legos. I don't like, you know, whatever animation studio they've got cooking up, doing whatever. But I don't know. I definitely like these a lot more, especially when they're viewed just as toys. They're cool. I think the idea of combining them is fun. Again, a bit of a nod to Bionicle as well with that. This guy, he's definitely missing some flame pieces. Looking at the back, I've realized, including some bigger flame pieces like that cartoonish element. I believe it was from Space Police 3 or something. Maybe it was from Agents actually, but yeah, he's an okay little design. You know, he's got a chomper there. I mean, flames coming out of there should have been a thing, but it's all good. I mean, he still looks fine without it. He's got articulation through the ball joints. It makes good use of those. Just kind of an average design. It's just, I don't know, this Mixel series kind of fascinates me. I have quite a few of them. Usually, like in a lot, you'll end up with like 1 or 2 of them. I actually had one eBay listing that just said like little monsters or something, and there was like 8 of them. So I've got a pretty sizable collection, but this is the first time I've actually been able to build the combiner model, mostly because I've never had the full tribe. The fact that they're tribes too, like, I don't know, it's cute. The whole Bionicle homage thing. And, you know, if Bionicle really couldn't exist past the 2000s, then this is a way to get those same ideas across. Maybe not honoring its legacy, because it is kind of a spoof, it's kind of a joke. But I do think it's interesting, and maybe we'll get something like this in the future, something that's a little bit weird, still focusing on collectibles and, you know, its own little world. It's fun. It's fun for what it is. That's all there really is to say. Mixels, baby.